The ending of the song is "Smile, Danya, smile, ain't life worthwhile," and then it repeats "Smile, Danya, smile," and I never understood that "Ain't life worthwhile." That little nugget just like completed part of my childhood. But then, I did go looking for the latest Looney Tunes stuff, and what I got was, according to fucking this app, the last Looney Tunes thing they released was in 2005. It was a 8-minute episode of Duck Dodgers.
I might have.
I remember
seen
that. I think I remember
saw
that.
Yeah.
You guys knew about this?
I think
Yes.
it was an actual short that was put in front of a movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah. I
Not
remember
good.
that because I remember I was at the movie theater and I saw
I liked
that.
it.
I thought,
First off, there's a fucking Futurama reference right in the beginning.
No shit.
And Star Wars references and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
the first thing that happens is he has to go into a thing...
Duck Dodgers has crazy potential, by the way.
Yeah, so the first thing that happens, like... Actually, I don't remember the first thing that happens. I think there was, like, a dream sequence or a flashback, and then suddenly he's in the present where he has to go address something similar to the Jedi Council. And the different members on the Jedi Council, one of them is Zoidberg. Most of them were Looney Tunes characters, but there were references to other things. And I was, like... shocked that one of them was fucking Zoidberg.
You know, they did I don't know if it was a Duck Dodgers Green Lantern thing. You ever see that?
Mm-mm.
He got a Green Lantern ring, and he met like Hal Jordan.
Is this a comic or a short?
No,
Oh,
it was
no,
legitimately, it was a cartoon. Like,
it's Duck Dodgers and the Green Lantern.
Loonturn. Right, he's the
Yeah.
Green Lantern. But, yeah, they had the whole thing. He got inducted to the GL Corps.
He was a playable character in the 2014 video game. Lego
I remember
Batman
that.
3.
Yeah, you can actually play as Duck Dodgers in the Lego game.
Yeah. I'm trying to look. Yeah, there was a Duck Dodgers TV show, so I'm wondering if that short was to
That
promote
must
the
be.
TV
Oh,
show.
you know what it was? Kevin Smith was the voice of Hal Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
So then, okay, so this, by the way, this same season 31, suffers from the same thing that I was talking about. It lists episode 1 as the Duxorcist,
Jesus Christ.
which was
Wait,
a cartoon.
is that a new one or an old one?
Doesn't say. Some of these are from the 80s and some of them are from the 90s. But the Duck Dodgers one that I was just talking about was from 2005. And that is all bulked together as season 31. But like I said, it starts with episode 1, then episode 2, then episode 3, and then it jumps to episode 5. And I know for a fact that in this time period, between the 80s and the aughts, there was another Looney Tunes cartoon that came out called Carrot Blanca. And it was, Bugs Bunny as Rick Blaine in Casablanca.
Huh.
Tweety Bird was the Peter Lorre character, and
Yeah. What?
Daffy
How
Duck
do you get
was Sam, the piano
The
player.
morbid Peter
Yeah.
Lorre is fucking really.
Yeah.
There was a you watched a Looney Tunes show. It actually had its moments. It was Kristen Wiig was the female bunny. I forgot her name.
Lola.
Lola Bunny. Yeah, and she was kind of forgetful. Yeah, she kind of brought some character to that character. Fred Armisen was Speedy Gonzalez and a few other characters. Yeah, it was good. It was actually good.
Because, okay, I didn't know Fred Armisen was Speedy Gonzalez. When I watched, at least, I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, because there's been a million iterations of Looney Tunes, and some of them have been more recent than others. And when I watched what I think was the newest iteration of Looney Tunes, the Speedy Gonzalez accent sounded way more stereotypy.
Wait, in the new version or in the?
Was it
Yeah.
on Cartoon? Was it on Cartoon Network?
I don't know, I saw it on iTunes. I bought like a volume of Bugs Bunny
Was he
cartoons.
wearing like general clothes and running a pizza parlor?
Yes.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was?
yeah. There, I'm sure there was one where they either ran or worked at a pizza parlor.
I think they were like scared to use Speedy Gonzalez for a while because they were just like, "Wow, this is really racist." But then,
Yeah.
like, they just decided to make him like an entrepreneur.
Most of the fucking Chicanos in this country were like, "No, we love Speedy Gonzalez."
Yeah, we love Speedy. We love our stereotypes.
He's so fast.
Yeah.
I forgot about Speedy Gonzalez. We've been talking about Looney Tunes for a while, and I completely forgot about that character.
The last thing I wanted to say was when I jumped onto HBO Max and I was looking for the latest Looney Tunes, they weren't fucking there, but they're there now. So Yay! I haven't had a chance to watch them, but hooray!
Oh, wait,
they're
wait.
there.
Okay, well, you haven't gotten into that then. So are they season 32?
No, it's like billed as a separate series from what I'm seeing on the app right now.
How many episodes are out right now?
Should have to go
And
back.
by the way, who was the villain of Speedy Gonzales? Was it Sylvester the Cat, or was that?
Sometimes it was Sylvester. Sometimes it was other things.
Yeah, it was Sylvester Stallone. They fought Rocky 10.
Let's see here.
No, it was Sylvester and Daffy Duck, usually.
So if you search for Looney
Daffy
Tunes,
Duck was the
Yeah, because Daffy was just always like
Speedy
this
Gonzales?
curmudgeon that
Yeah.
was just an asshole to everybody.
Yeah,
Really?
'cause
Like I
don't
said,
remember
I will argue you guys till like the end of time. Crazy Daffy is the better Daffy.
I know. I like curmudgeon Daffy.
Well,
His name
Yeah, I
is
like both of
Daffy. His name literally means
I
crazy.
know, but
or
that's
not
when
hitched.
he was designed to be a Daffy character. That's why his name is Daffy. But like, I kind of feel like when he became the curmudgeon Daffy Duck, that's when I really appreciated.
That's like
when I
making
really liked him.
Goofy like kind of a serious stockbroker.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Okay, so here's what I can tell you from looking at the app right now. If you search for Looney Tunes on the HBO Max app, like a whole bunch of shit comes up. The classic Looney Tunes cartoons are under what they call Looney Tunes. But there's also like Looney Tunes Babies or Baby Looney Tunes.
Jesus Christ.
There's the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries.
Ooh, do they have do they have Tiny Toons?
Well, I don't know yet. And then the thing that we were talking about is called the Looney Tunes Show. That's where Fred Armisen was Speedy. And then the most recent incarnation is billed Looney Tunes Cartoons.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Interesting.
that's the new one. And you can tell by essentially the cover art.
It's just trademarks.
But no. Do they have Tiny Toons? Was Tiny Toons was owned by Warner Brothers, right? I think it was.
I mean, it must have been. I mean, it aired on Fox.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it aired on Fox and it was produced by Steven Spielberg, but were they Warner Brothers property? I would have to assume they are. Old episodes.
All
No,
the
they don't have it.
WB shit with Looney Tunes, Animaniacs, and like Freakazoid.
Being that shit was produced by Spielberg, that had to be a joint thing between Amblin Entertainment and Warner Brothers.
You're right.
Yeah.
So they might not
So,
be on there because they might.
I searched for Tiny Toons just now. It's definitely not on there.
Yeah, they would have to pay him in order for that shit to
Yeah,
happen.
or Spielberg will have his own streaming app, right? He'll
there's
have
no
his own
way
streaming
he's
thing with all
Bugs
Spielberg
Bunny on
movies.
his shit.
As soon as fucking DreamWorks gets their own streaming app. Yeah, no Freakazoid.
Balls.
No Animaniacs, I would assume too.
They're gonna do a new Animaniacs, right?
No Animaniacs.
Are
They are, yeah. Well,
Really?
they were talking about that a couple of years ago, but they were talking about a new Invader Zim, a new Rocko's Modern Life, and a new DuckTales at the same time. And all of those things came out, but we haven't seen the new Animaniacs yet.
Again, I've been telling you guys to watch the Teen Titans Go to the Movie, which is fucking funny. When they go to Warner Brothers lot, they point at the water tower and say, "That's where the Animaniacs live."
Well, now that you've ruined that joke, what reason do we have to see it?
They're all ghosts at the end, by the way.
So, yeah. Next time we talk, I am most definitely going to have seen those new Looney Tunes cartoons.
I don't know. I would like to think that I'll get HBO Max at some point because I do want to watch all the Looney Tunes
And the Snyder Cut.
and the Snyder cut. The Snyder cut of the Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Each Looney
Instead
Tune
of duck
episode is like
season,
2
rabbit
hours.
season, it's Martha, not Martha.
Yeah. And they're so dark and brooding.
Yep.
Bugs Bunny is like 80 for some reason.
Let's see. Okay, I found the page. If you already have HBO, if you subscribe to HBO through one of the providers below, you get access to HBO Max at no extra cost. Download the HBO Max app, blah, 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 sign in, blah, blah, blah. So these are
Obviously,
the
don't have to
providers.
keep this into the podcast, by the way.
So the providers that they list are Apple TV channel, AT&T, Cox.
What?
Nice.
Cox. COX. DirecTV, Hulu, Optimum, Spectrum, Verizon Fios, and Xfinity. So hey, if you got HBO through Hulu, Jacob, you could then have HBO Max.
That's true.
answers
So
your
I
question.
thought I can cancel HBO now on Amazon and do it through Hulu. Yeah, you're right. I could do it that way. And then I'll just change my password so Matt can't access it.
Right? And then it won't get access to any of Hulu.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. We learned a lot. We talked a lot. We didn't really learn a lot. But anyways,
That's you.
yes, it's me. I will be appearing on Fox and Friends. Stay tuned. It's actually a kid show. It's not the conservative morning talk show. It's about a fox. He loves, he laughs, he lives, and he hates liberals. Yeah. Anyways, I will be on that show to enlighten your youth. Jake T. Snake'em.
Yeah, Jake the T Snake. I guess you can find me at your local 12-year-old Little League game. I'll be batting third. Rick?
Wait for it. That's seriously all you had? Oh, you bastard.
Didn't give enough time to think something up.
Well, because I didn't want to do the same thing Matt did. I have to look up a new idea that just popped into my head.
You had Fox and Friends? Seriously?
No, but I had the same idea of taking an established property and saying.
But doesn't Fox and Friends sound like an adorable kid show on Nickelodeon instead of a white nationalist morning crew?
Don't explain your jokes, Matt. It's bad form.
Be I'll be on the next episode of Fox and Friends where we have special guest Swiper, who finally deported Dora.
Hey, let me give it a shot.
Lock her up, yes.
Where was I? This is Rick Roulet here signing off. If you want to check out my website, it's cnn.com.
Nice.
You're fucking dirty liberal, nasty.
Wait. Didn't you get arrested at some point, reporting?
One of your correspondents.
That was one of my cohort.
All right, guys, I'm taking off. See you around, man.
Cheers. Cheers, y'all.